A nomination stalled. Ed Martin's bid for U.S. Attorney. Ed Martin, a prominent figure in conservative legal circles, seemed poised to take on a significant role in the Justice Department. President Trump nominated him for the position of U.S. Attorney for the District of Columbia. This nomination, if confirmed, would have placed Martin at the helm of prosecutions in the nation's capital. Martin's background as a staunch defender of Trump's policies and his prior experience in the Justice Department made him a natural fit for the president's agenda. The nomination, however, quickly became embroiled in controversy. Martin's history of defending individuals involved in the January 6th Capitol riot drew sharp criticism from Democrats and even some Republicans. His nomination stalled in the Senate, facing strong opposition from key lawmakers who questioned his judgment and ability to be impartial. Roadblock in the Senate. The January 6th dilemma. Senator Thom Tillis, a Republican from North Carolina, emerged as a pivotal figure in Martin's nomination process. Tillis expressed deep concern over Martin's defense of individuals who participated in the January 6th Capitol riot, particularly those with ties to extremist groups. He argued that Martin's actions demonstrated a willingness to overlook or downplay acts of insurrection, a stance incompatible with the role of a U.S. attorney. Tillis's opposition carried significant weight, as he was not alone in his concerns. Other senators, both Democrats and Republicans, raised questions about Martin's ability to be impartial and to enforce the law without bias, particularly in cases related to the January 6th attack. The Senate Judiciary Committee subjected Martin to intense scrutiny, grilling him about his past statements and actions related to the Capitol riot. During the hearings, Martin defended his record, arguing that his role as a defense attorney required him to zealously represent his clients, regardless of their political beliefs. However, his explanations failed to sway a growing number of senators who viewed his past actions as disqualifying for the role of U.S. attorney. Community First Martin's brief tenure as acting U.S. attorney. While his nomination remained in limbo, Ed Martin served as the acting U.S. attorney for the District of Columbia. During his brief stint in this role, Martin sought to shift the focus away from the political controversies surrounding his nomination and towards his work in the community. He made a concerted effort to engage with local residents, community leaders, and law enforcement officials, emphasizing a collaborative approach to addressing crime and improving public safety. Martin's community outreach included ride-alongs with police officers, town hall meetings with residents, and roundtable discussions with community organizations. He stressed the importance of building trust between law enforcement and the communities they serve, particularly in underserved neighborhoods disproportionately impacted by crime. A key area of focus for Martin was youth violence, a persistent challenge in the District of Columbia. While his efforts to address crime and engage with the community were acknowledged by some, they did little to quell the controversy surrounding his nomination. Section 4. Unfazed and Forward. Martin's response and future ambitions. The withdrawal of his nomination did not deter Ed Martin's ambitions. In the face of adversity, he remained steadfast in his convictions, expressing no regrets about his actions or the nomination process. He acknowledged the Senate's role in the decision-making process, respecting their ultimate judgment while standing firm in his belief that he would have served with integrity and distinction. Martin's response to the withdrawal was characteristic of his unwavering commitment to his principles. He viewed the experience as a testament to his willingness to stand up for what he believed in, even when facing intense scrutiny and opposition. Following the withdrawal, speculation swirled about Martin's next move. Martin, however, remained tight-lipped about his immediate plans, indicating only his intention to remain engaged in public service and to continue advocating for the principles he held dear. Section 5. The Trump Circle Beckons. A new role and lingering questions. True to his word, Ed Martin remained within President Trump's orbit, taking on a new role with significant influence. Trump appointed Martin as the Associate Deputy Attorney General and Pardon Attorney, a position that would allow him to shape Justice Department policy and influence the process of presidential pardons. This appointment, while bypassing Senate confirmation, placed Martin in a position of considerable authority within the Justice Department. Moreover, President Trump tasked Martin with leading a weaponization working group within the Justice Department. This working group, according to sources familiar with its mandate, would be responsible for investigating and potentially prosecuting perceived enemies of the Trump administration. The creation of this working group raised concerns about the politicization of the Justice Department and the potential for the abuse of power. Critics argued that these moves represented a dangerous erosion of the rule of law and an attempt to use the justice system for political purposes. Despite the controversy, Martin remained undeterred, embracing his new role with characteristic zeal.